In the heart of the modern factory, we begin with the raw elements of architecture, where high-strength cement and precisely selected aggregates converge to create something extraordinary. The journey opens with a deep industrial resonance, where every drifting particle of dust carries a story of resilience, endurance, and the structural promise of future architectural masterpieces. Large-scale machinery prepares the foundational materials, filtering and calibrating each component to achieve the exact chemical equilibrium required for the refined process of translucent concrete fabrication. Every measured gram reflects scientific discipline, merging traditional masonry compounds with advanced performance additives to produce a composite that is both structurally formidable and visually compelling. Pure water and engineered plasticizers flow into the blend, forming a luminous silver vortex that will ultimately fuse the enduring weight of stone with the intangible presence of light. The chemical transformation initiates as the mixture reaches optimal viscosity, evolving from dry particulate matter into a cohesive, moldable substance ready to assume architectural form. Automated precision governs the homogenization process, eliminating inconsistencies that could compromise structural integrity or disrupt the future transmission of illumination. This is the genesis of engineered stone, a rhythmic choreography of heavy industry, preparing the canvas for its most delicate and transformative ingredient. Leaving behind the density of dust and vibration, we enter a sterile chamber of light, where the true soul of translucent concrete is meticulously prepared. Optical fibers stand ready as conduits of radiance, engineered to bridge two seemingly incompatible worlds, enabling visibility to pass through the solid heart of concrete. Miles of PMMA fibers are carefully unspooled, each strand thinner than a human hair, yet capable of transmitting concentrated beams through inches of dense structural mass. Robotic systems ensure flawless vertical alignment, positioning thousands of fibers into mathematically consistent arrays that will later reveal silhouettes and patterns within finished panels. Under illumination, these strands shimmer with spectral elegance, foreshadowing the transformation that will occur once they are embedded in dark, cementitious stone. The lattice of fibers forms a blueprint of transparency, delicate yet disciplined, awaiting encapsulation within one of the strongest materials in modern construction. Geometric precision governs spacing and distribution, guaranteeing uniform light passage regardless of slab thickness or architectural application. Human oversight verifies tension and alignment, preventing microshifts that could occur during the forceful pouring phase to follow. Each fiber is trimmed precisely to mold dimensions, creating immaculate interfaces where light will eventually enter and exit the monolithic mass. Measuring between 0.5 and 2 millimeters, these microscopic channels hold the secret to transforming opaque walls into luminous architectural membranes. Preparation concludes, and illumination stands poised to be captured within stone. On the casting floor, monumental steel molds are prepared to bear both the immense weight of concrete and the refined delicacy of fiber matrices. The pouring phase demands equilibrium between force and restraint, as liquid stone envelopes the vertical fibers without disturbing their engineered alignment. Layer upon layer, the composite builds into a unified structure, forming a stratified union of compressive strength and optical clarity. Vibration tables activate with controlled frequency, releasing trapped air and ensuring a dense, void-free internal structure. As air escapes, the mixture compacts intimately around every fiber, binding mineral mass and light conduit into a singular, inseparable entity. Here, ancient masonry principles intersect with advanced photonic engineering in a union of hardness and brilliance. The mold is filled to exact tolerances, guaranteeing consistent thickness for downstream cutting and installation. Continuous monitoring ensures uniform density and fiber distribution across each production cycle. The surface is leveled by hand, preserving a trace of craftsmanship before the block enters its curing stage. Hydraulic clamps secure the mold, allowing internal exothermic reactions to initiate controlled hardening. Silence follows as chemistry and time collaborate to transform fluid material into solid, light-transmitting stone. Within the curing chamber, controlled humidity and regulated heat guide the hydration process that defines long-term strength. Moisture enables crystalline structures to grow and interlock, establishing durability capable of withstanding decades of environmental stress. Sensors track temperature gradients with precision, preventing internal tensions that might compromise fiber integrity. After several days, vacuum-assisted robotics release the hardened block from its steel enclosure. The mold withdraws to reveal a monolithic slab, outwardly unremarkable, yet concealing a luminous network within its core. Rugged and opaque on the surface, it contains an intricate internal constellation awaiting exposure. Logistics systems transport the mass forward with calculated care toward the cutting phase. Every movement balances industrial power with the sensitivity of precision engineering. A silent forest of stone advances toward transformation. Inside the cutting bay, a high-pressure water jet prepares to sculpt the hardened block with exceptional accuracy. Under immense pressure, water transforms into a liquid blade, slicing through dense concrete and embedded fibers without thermal distortion. Computer-guided CNC controls follow digital blueprints, carving panels with sub-millimeter precision. As debris clears, thousands of fiber endpoints appear along the cut surface, forming luminous constellations within gray stone. A single slab separates cleanly from the mass, emerging as an individual panel ready for refinement. Beyond linear cuts, complex geometries can be formed to satisfy architectural innovation. Panels are cleansed of residual slurry, transitioning from industrial rawness toward refined clarity. Quality control validates dimensional accuracy and confirms optimal thickness for balanced light transmission. Even beneath water, faint illumination begins to shimmer through the stone. Only flawless slabs proceed to finishing, each verified for optical and structural integrity. Diamond grinding discs initiate surface refinement, gradually smoothing rough textures left by cutting. Successively finer abrasives polish the concrete, revealing dense grain and maximizing fiber exposure. Recycled water cools the grinding interface, preserving flatness and preventing microfractures. As polishing advances, fiber tips emerge sharply defined, resembling stars suspended in mineral night. Automated systems ensure uniform surface quality across every panel. A specialized nano coating is applied, protecting against moisture, staining, and environmental degradation while amplifying clarity. This protective layer guarantees longevity in both interior and exterior installations. A final human inspection confirms that each panel satisfies rigorous architectural standards. Now illumination moves freely through the material, transforming a structural element into dynamic art. From raw cement and microscopic fibers to radiant architectural slabs, the journey reflects the convergence of engineering discipline and creative ambition. Industrial machinery gives way to aesthetic revelation as finished panels enter illuminated spaces. The silhouette of a hand becomes visible through inches of solid stone, redefining perception and challenging assumptions of opacity. Integrated LED systems enable modulation of color and atmosphere, allowing structures to communicate with their surroundings.
The lighting alone is
Within
worth a trip.
interiors, heavy structural components become luminous focal points of design. Across large facades, translucent panels harvest daylight, reducing energy demand while elevating visual impact. Applications extend from bespoke furniture to monumental walls, limited only by imagination. Here, gravity meets radiance, and mineral mass partners with light in architectural equilibrium. Looking toward the horizon of innovation, translucent concrete stands as an enduring testament to human ingenuity, where stone itself learns to tell the evolving story of light.